Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the quarterfinals of Master Open in the Open division of the EMUCC negotiated between Magic Toast and Bonnsai. Both teams are getting into the quarterfinal stages, and looks to be quite an exciting match on paper. And hopefully, yeah, it's gonna be another great game of Ultimate.
We lost by 2, but we had a chance to break for a win. Okay. So it's a last. Get there!
Judging by the social media, there were some inclementing weather conditions yesterday. There were some weather delays and some very hot temperatures. But it's great to be here. It's great to be watching some great Masters Ultimate from a very rainy Riga today, and it looks like the weather conditions in Vienna at the moment, they look to be almost picture perfect, at least from the picture that we are seeing on our screens. And yeah, I'm sure that the Masters are definitely enjoying that. Masters division, just a bit of a background information. For male matching players, the age limit that you can start playing is from 33 years old or the year when you turn 33. For women or female matching players, they can start playing when they are 30 years old. or older. So not the... So many of these players obviously have lots of experience in the game of Ultimate. Many have been playing for 10 years, some maybe played for 20. I'm sure that there are players like that. And yes, it should be quite an interesting game, of course, on paper. And of course, as we are already in the quarterfinal stages, every game matters. Doesn't matter. The point difference doesn't matter. It's only win or lose. Oh, that was almost a Callahan on the end zone. Oh. Or did he get the disc back? I'm not sure. That was a quite an ooh, that's a lot of body contact. Looks like there's going to be a discussion on the field. Alright, the foul is called, judging by the hand signals, and yeah. Let me bring you. Up to speed a little bit as we have started. We have had to change a few some schedule changes, but let me get you up to speed. With the scores and with all the other important information of this game. So the score is currently 1-3 to Bonnsai. And a long shot into the end zone. Is it? Ooh, good bid. Very close. And we are in the first round of the semifinals, actually, at the moment. Oh, once again, quite a lot of body contact, and looks like, yeah, there is going to be a call on a throw, probably a foul over there. Oh no, apologies. This is the last of the quarterfinals actually being played right now. So the winner of this game is going to meet Heartfish Masters, who just won the Czech Republic team 15-12. So very close game. Alt CS 13-11 against the Prizing Ultimate from Poland. We've recently seen them, actually. And Isno Master dominantly got a dominant win against Handled with Care. So a French team against Israeli team, so 15-6. So at the moment we've got semifinals of Isno Masters and Master and Old CS, and we are still waiting for an opponent for Heartfish Master, who is going to be the winner, of course, of this game. So Magic Toast finding their second point. They are in white, of course, with the disc scoring this point. A bit of a scrappy point. Looked like lots of turnovers, a lot of body contact. Yeah, maybe both of the teams would want to clean that up, but of course it's early days. We're still trying to... They're still trying to figure out how to play against each other. Pretty sure that they haven't met earlier, or have they? No, they have not played earlier. This is their first meeting on at this tournament, and the last point was scored by Magic Toast, Tomo Martin Hall to Matt Bevan for that point. Bonnsai deciding to shoot it deep, but looks like nobody was actually running for this disc. I guess a little bit of a miscommunication between the handler and the players that were in the deep space. So that will give Magic Toast an opportunity for a break. And yeah, get a break back, of course, on Bonnsai, who managed to score 2 points in a row earlier in this game. Yeah, despite the beautiful conditions that I've mentioned earlier, I'm sure that you can hear a bit of a wind sound on the stream, so it is probably a little bit windy back there. Ooh, that was almost a run-through block, but unfortunately that player was not aware that the disc was right in front of him. That's great movement of Magic Toast. That was really nice, and they found a completely isolated player in the end zone for an easy score. That looked really nice. That looked great, and they are getting a break back. So Marius Hutchison to Ben Weddle for that score, and 3-3. Magic Toast, of course, hailing from Great Britain. Yeah, lots of just yeah, a few familiar names like Matt Bevan, of course, and yeah, a couple other, yeah, Dom Clark, of course, and Steve Goldhammer is leading the stats for this team with 10 total points, 7 assists and 3 goals in the 2 games. Well, the third game, of course, being played for them right now. Yeah, doing pretty well. They did dispose of AUT Bumblebee in the group stage was 15-0, so that was donuts for breakfast, I guess, for in the first game for Bumblebee. And they also did win against Uprising Ultimate earlier, so 15-10. And yeah, straight into the quarterfinals for them after the group stages. It looks like there is quite a confusion on the field. Yeah, I do hear the words like dangerous play, and yeah, it did look a bit like there was a bit of a contact there, and discussion clearly follows, and good to see a slap of the hands, and the disc is going back by the looks of it. Still is 7. Interesting. But good, Bonnsai are getting themselves out of the end zone. Bonnsai, of course, hailing from Germany. Oh, nice fake. But no shot. Good movement also. Good to see them finding the spaces. And opening up the field now, getting white to the other side of the field, but no open cuts, looks like. Needs a reset. Goes back. Yeah, now going backwards a little bit, Bonnsai, and finding an isolated player, leading pass to him. Only one player in the end zone, and that looks like Bonnsai plays a little bit of indoor with that blady shot, but if it works, it works. Why not? So 4-3 for Bonnsai. Bonnsai hailing from Germany, and can tell you that they don't really have an outright stats leader on the team, but there are a few players who have a total of 8 points, like Bertram Arnold and Kino Franke, coming in with 8 points in total to themselves. So 2 assists and 6 points for Franke, and 6 assists and 2 goals for Arnold. Um, that would be interesting to see the stats, who they were throwing to. And of course, Moritz Makala with 6 assists and 1 goal and 7 points in total in that game. They had a slightly longer way to get to this quarterfinal. Bonnsai did lose a game to OCS, then did win a game against Fire of London 15-3, then won a pre-quarterfinal game against Corine, so 15-13, and at the moment are tying the... Sorry, no, Magic Toast are tying Bonnsai, of course, in that particular point, so bringing us to 4-4. The previous point was scored by Von Harten to Zimmermann, and this point was, of course, from Matt Bevan to Benjamin Bruin. Looks like both teams settled in. Both teams figured out how to break the other side. So we are now getting to 4-4, but of course, one break to Bonnsai, and then Magic Toast is getting a break back quite early in that game. And Bonnsai. Good movement of the disc. Yeah, they really like going this side to side to side to side and just looking for clean cuts and making the defense work. Looks like there are some defensive switches, but that sometimes leaves an open player here and there. And that looks... Oh no, that definitely required... I think a bit would be easier to catch this disc, but yeah, maybe this turf does not look very inviting to bits. Also, if you're a little bit older, then you will definitely feel the layouts the next day. So maybe that was the reason of hesitation. Toast, faking some deep shots, but then settling for a short pass. No, let's then correct it. A deep shot, maybe a bit too long. No, picture perfect for a score for another break for Magic Toast. So second break in this game. Matt Bevan with that long shot once again to Jake Aspen for a 5-4 result in this game. And looks like a bit of a timeout has been called on the field by... Interesting. Looks like the timeout was called by Magic Toast. Regardless of who called it, looks like both of the teams, of course, will talk about their strategies. I'm sure that Bonnsai will try to find a hold, first of all, and then a break. They already know how to break this Magic Toast side. And Magic Toast, of course, will be looking for another break and to clamp down on that defense. Bonnsai definitely work really well to the red zone, but then as you are starting to get less and less and less space, yeah, it gets a little bit difficult, and the defense, of course, is able to clamp down a little bit more. Especially personal defense. Looks like Magic Toe switches were working well, but leading passes of Bonnsai, yeah, some of them were great, and we've seen that early give and go point, which looked absolutely spot on with a high disc. But I think leading passes that may require a bit, yeah, maybe not as well executed by Bonnsai. Maybe this shot should go a little bit more in a chest level rather than fading away. We got a pull from Magic Toast. We are getting a quick movement from Bonnsai early on. 3 handlers, looks like a horizontal stack. Lots of faking, but needs to make a decision. Stall count is rising, and yeah, reset is available, so Bonnsai are running that. Yeah, basically trying to throw to the clean cutters, but that looks quite clogged, of course, on that far side of the field. Oh, that looked like a bit of a foul, but yep, play on. And now Bonnsai, yeah, working side to side. It's like a bit of a tight mark, and yeah, getting close on a hammer. Looks like Bonnsai has been playing a little bit of indoor, but this time defense was very, very close and managed to knock the disc away, even though I think the defender was actually running away from the disc, so had to basically be in the way. And I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't actually see the disc, but was in the perfect trajectory between the intended receiver and the player, so managed to disrupt that. Is the long shot gonna come? The channel was there, but a very tight channel and not an easy throw to execute, so Magic Toast deciding to hold on to it. And now getting into the red zone, of course, getting really close, going the other way after all that work. And oh, an injury called. Looks like a bit of a slip for I think it was number 23, 28, not very easy to see. Looks like 23, Chris Bamford, unfortunately. Hopefully nothing too serious, and a few stretches or maybe a quick visit to physio tent. And he will be back on the field. We never want to see injuries, but unfortunately they happen. Magic Toast knocking on the doorstep, just 2 meters away from the goal line, but needing to go backwards and swing back, and pick was called. Thank you very much for the hand signals from the sideline from Florian Tank. Always very useful, always helpful to everyone. Use your hand signals, we love them. And back in play. Oh, that is definitely a lot of contact by the defender. Yeah, looks like it seems to me at least that the mark is being. Oh, great bid. Great bid over there for. I think it was number 53, Jake Aspen. Not very clear, but I will definitely tell you who that was with that great bit, as it was also a player who has assisted. Marius Hutchison and Steve Goldhammer with the score, and second break in a row over there. Oh yeah, let's see that replay of that great bit. Oof, leading edge, very difficult catch to make, and a few passes later, of course. Oh, unfortunately, the author of that beautiful bit was not the point scorer. Um, but absolutely well done to hold on to this disc. Yeah, as I was saying, it seems to me a little bit maybe that occasionally there is maybe the mark is a little bit too close on both of the sides. Of course, open division, sometimes emotions are flying high, but I do see quite a lot of bumps on the mark and very close mark. Like this mark is perfect, and this is the cleanest mark I have ever seen. But then sometimes you see people literally getting in the face of the players and initiating quite a lot of contact on the mark, and occasionally on pivots. But let's see, of course. Um, I'm not going to single out anyone, of course, but something that probably both of the teams will want to clean up. So far, Bonnsai are playing playing swing, of course, among their handlers. Looks pretty well for them. There are not so many clean cuts, and looks like very often the players are stuck on one particular. Oh, and that is an interception. Is it gonna stand? Yes, it will stand. Bit of a travel has been called, but it will stand. It was maybe a little bit offsetty, like an offsetting foul, as two players were running together. And yeah, quite a lot of body language from Bevan there, who has managed to get this interception. And yeah, looks like the turnover will stand and the disc will go back. So there was a foul on a throw. But yeah, regardless, the players have decided on the field. Ooh, great grab as well from a player with no number at all. And number 16, Hutchison, once again the author of another break for that end zone. Nice blade. Let's see that once again. Yeah, nice leading pass and oh wow. I'm not sure if Hutchison is a lefty. If he is, very useful weapon to have, of course, that blade on the other side. If he isn't a lefty, then that's impressive. If he can throw that offhand, yeah, that is impressive. And yeah, it looks like once again the D line is doing the damage. Both Hutchison and Coldhammer are scoring 2 points each in the last 2 points. Hutchison on the assisting side and Coldhammer on the receiving side of things. So doing pretty well. Hutchison with 3 assists in this game, number 16 on the Magic Toast squad, and Colt Hammer are leading the stats as well with 2 goals from Hutchison, of course, 2 of them, and 1 assist. Matt Bevan, also 3 points, 2 assists and 1 goal for him, so they are the ones who are leading the stats. And on Bonnsai squad, Matthias van Harten with 3 assists so far, but he's distributing a little bit more evenly to his teammates, so he's the only one who has more than 1 point on their squad. And we are at 7-4, so this is potentially a halftime point. If Magic Toast will manage to score another break in a row, then yes, that would be halftime for Magic Toast. And Magic Toast are starting to take quite a commanding lead, of course, of this game. 7-4 is what we see now, and looks like Bonnsai do not really want to change anything. Long shot this time, maybe something that we haven't seen from them as much, but it looks like it is a good one. Looks pretty good, of course. Unfortunately, our AI cameras decided not to see the great reception, but we can see the celebration, of course, on our screens, and I will let you know who was the thrower and who caught it in just a second. Our production are telling me that it was not exciting enough for the AI. So yes, looks like AI is now also measuring the level of excitement and how high the disc is coming towards the player, so not exciting enough. Simon Moring, I'm sure that it will be exciting for him to get an assist, and Kino Franke for that score. So 7-5 within 2, not so bad, not everything is lost, but of course it is a bit of a gap, and of course Bonnsai will try to score a break or 2 for themselves, but that is a perfect peel off and a perfect cut, a perfect catch. Great throw. Don't know if that's exciting enough for the AI, but it did track it down, just like Steve Goldhammer tracked down this disc. Beautiful shot. And executed, of course, by Matt Bevan, who is getting an outright lead. No, actually, Goldhammer together with him for 4 points each of them. And we are at halftime mark. Of course, we will take a quick break. We will leave you with a few messages on your screens, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the second half of the quarterfinals between Bonnsai and Magic Toast, where Magic Toast is taking quite a confident lead, I would say, for the quarterfinal game of 3 points, so 8-5. And of course, they are the ones receiving this particular pull. So Magic Toast are in a good position for getting another hold and another score. And with that kind of picture perfect shooting, yes, they will achieve that quite quickly. Once again, Matt Pavin to Steve Coldhammer, basically a carbon copy of the previous point, with which they won the halftime. Just starting us off with another long cut from Coldhammer, and another long shot from Matt Bevan. Looks like they know each other pretty well. They are doing the damage in this game. Both of them now in the outright lead of 5 points total for each. So 4 assists for Bevan and 1 goal. And the other way around for Steve Goldhammer, 1 assist and 4 goals. So yeah, pretty good stats. So 9-5, quite a commanding lead, like I said. 4 points now, and if the teams are going to trade out for the rest of the game, that will be a very quick ending for Bonnsai's run at the championship, of course, in here, as we are in the quarterfinal stages. Every game matters, and yeah, I would probably agree with Magic Toast in that. If we could see the replay, that would be great, but it did seem like that disc hit the foot of the player there. Number 21, I think, Christian Lenz. As the disc was coming down, it probably did hit the foot first, and a very good spirit from Bonnsai. And looks like it's going to be a turnover. All right, yes, very good spirit from Lenz, admitting that the disc did hit his foot first and then hit the ground, resulting in a drop pull. And yeah, Magic Toast are going to have a very short field to work with. And quick pickup there from Martin Hall. A swing to Bevan, and Bevan into the end zone once again. So yeah, another point. Another assist for another stat for Matt Bevan in the end zone. And apology, that was Mark Penny with the assist for 10-5 lead. Great spirit, of course, for... Yeah, very nice replay over there. And yeah, a couple of fakes and into the end zone. And it seems to me that it was Matt Bevan, number 37, who was throwing the disc, but I'm sure that the stat keepers on the grounds, Hammock Rich and Petra Palinkas, know better and can see, of course, and know the players a little bit better than the remote commentary that we are providing you. Thanks to Veo, thanks to the internet, and yeah, thanks to the EUF for setting that up, of course. Remote commentary has been working pretty well during the season, of course, in the Spring Invite, Elite Invite, Summer Invite, and all the other tours. Sorry, Spring Tour, Summer Tour, Elite Invite, the Youth Championships, and now, of course, Masters Championships of this year. And nice long shot for Bonnsai, and I would assume, yeah, the foul will be called on that. I don't see how the defender would make a play with without making a contact. And yeah, very good spirit by, I think it was once again number 37, Matt Bevan. Oh yeah, that is a little bit dangerous. I think the Bonnsai player was entitled to that space. Yeah, looks like, yeah, I think the defender there would need to adjust correctly to the trajectory of the offensive player, and he would not be able to make that play without initiating a non-minor contact. Sorry, GA speak, but yeah, always good to see these kind of examples and things that you should avoid. Yeah, very good spirit, of course, of accepting that particular contact, and possibly it was a strip that was called, and um, it was rendered to be a point, which is, of course, great spirit, good resolution, and always nice to see. Not too much arguing about it, and admitting that you have made a mistake and initiated a contact. And Magic Toast now getting back on offense. We haven't seen them on offense for a while. Lots of separation for many of their players, looks like, but yeah, being pushed into their own end zone and now getting out of there, and a long shot is coming, and looks like a reception is available. Defensive bid is coming, maybe a little bit late. Looks like neither of the players were expecting for that deep shot, but as the Magic Toast player had good position, yeah, he was able to adjust to it a lot faster, and Martin Hall there doing the leg work and getting the disc in the end zone. Cold Hammer was the throw, so yeah, Cold Hammer and Bevan don't want to let up, and of course, despite throwing to someone else than each other, both have now 6 points in this game. So 2 assists and 4 goals for Cold Hammer, and the other way around for Matt Bevan. Bonnsai doing, yeah, gonna get started on the offense, of course, this particular point, and that disc is sailing quite far out of bounds, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be bricked, as it is going quite deep, but to the side. Yeah, looks like number 16 Hutchison is waiting for that player at the brick mark. Oh, looks like Toast starting to figure out the offense of Bonnsai, and covering the easy swings over there quite a lot. Ooh, that was close. That was very close to being defended. Very tight spaces, and unfortunately, Matthias von Harsen was not able to keep this disc alive and keep this disc up. Great bit, but unfortunately a little bit too far for him. And Magic Toast getting an opportunity of, I think, basically doubling up. Yeah, doubling up on their opponents. Inside shot, taken early, difficult one, and a wide open receiver in the end zone for another score. Number 63, don't think I have him on my roster, actually. Number 53, apologies, wasn't very clear the numbers. Jake Aspen to Matt Bevan. Matt Bevan getting another stat for himself to get the outright lead of this game with 7 points, 4 assists, and 3 goals. Looks like, yeah, he's being quite a weapon for them in this game. I did not see him not playing a point in this game yet. Considering quite a short roster actually for Magic Toast. Just 16 players actually rostered on the Magic Toast side. Against 20 on Bonnsai side, so yeah, maybe some of their players are running double duty. Oh, as I just said, commentator's curse. As I just said that Matt Bevan seems to be playing every point. I just hit him on the sideline for this particular one, getting into the organization tent. Regardless, yes, Magic Toast are doubling up on Bonnsai, and we are now 12-6 with loads of time available and double coverage on the cutter there, but all good for Bonnsai with a little bit of a contact, but yeah, good spirit there, of course. Always nice to see. Appreciation for the defender. And Efrain Garcia, nice throw into the end zone, nice long shot to Simon Möring for that score. 12-7. Quite difficult, of course, to close this deficit, but Bonnsai did manage to break earlier in the game. Let's see if they maybe can find a break or two and get themselves a little bit closer to the contention and a little bit closer to the semifinal. While Magic Toast, of course, they look to be, yeah, quite comfortably, probably quite relaxed with it. And yeah, it would be interesting to see them, of course, against another German team, potentially. Or maybe we can have an all-German semifinals. We'll see, of course, but now Magic Toast. Very good movement, very quick movement, and that's a nice leading pass into the end zone. Nice footwork. Is it going to be called in? Is it going to be called out? Looks like we are unsure, and I don't know if was it exciting enough for the for the AI production to show us a replay? Or was it not exciting enough? It was quite difficult, of course, to see the line from our perspective, and looks like this is called in. Oh, that was exciting enough for our AA production. That's good to see. Yeah, can't really see the line, unfortunately, there, but yeah, fancy footwork, and looks like the players are deciding that that was tapped in. So good display of athleticism from Tomo Martin Hall for that point. So 13-7. Matt Bevan picking up another stat for another assist stat to get 8 in total. And Tomo Martin Hall picking up his third stat for a goal. So 1 assist and 2 goals for him. And it would be curious to see the all-around stats for the division. You can, of course, always check it out yourself. Always interesting to see that on emucc-schedule.ultimatefederation.eu. I know it's quite a mouthful, but you can go to the official website of the EMUCC of 2024. It's emucc.ultimatefederation.eu, and you can find loads of information there. Some information about the teams and where they're coming from and where are we playing, and all the other interesting information. Oof. Quite a dangerous throw, but works out for Bonnsai. Cornell, ooh, that was once again close. Very tight channels, the ones that they're choosing, but yeah, quite a tricky one and on the doorstep, but sometimes quite difficult to find anything and can't really find, but nah, yeah, finally finding their feet. And nice celebration from Bonnsai and Martin Gottschalk to Philip Hartmann for that score. Yeah, 13-8 once again. Both of the teams are starting to trade in these, well, I'm saying closing stages as the gap is pretty big, but in terms of time, we actually do have plenty of time in this game. So if Magic Toast will manage to pull it back, they do have time for it. I think we have like officially 20 minutes of game time left. So yeah, like I said, plenty of time, of course, and good to see that teams are playing with quite a quick pace. And even, I think there was one particular point, yeah, one of the first points in the game, like a fifth point of the game, or six, that took about 5 minutes. And yeah, but the rest of the points just took, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. The longest point was 5 minutes 20. So very, very fast pace, of course, of this game. And Magic Toast, looks like pick has been called. We're in the end zone once again. Thanks to Von Harten for that hand signals. They are easy to recognize and understand what's going on the field, and yeah, that is also quite easy to understand. Another point on the field. And that brings us to the first game point for Magic Toast for 14-8. This time Steve Goldhammer is on the throwing side and Matt Bevan is on the receiving side of a point. Yeah, that brings us to 14-8, game to 15. No questions asked, that is now certain. So whoever scores 15 points is going to win this game. Of course, looks like it will be a lot easier for the Magic Toe side. They only need 1 point. They can do it here and now if they manage to score a break. I'm sure that Bonnsai have some other plans, but scoring a hold and then 6 breaks in a row, that could be quite tough, but let's see. Nothing's impossible. Improbable maybe, but not impossible. Oh, Blady. Interesting. Once again, Bonnsai showing their indoor prowess. And some pinpoint blades. Oh, lefty. Nice offhand throw. Oof, the defense was there, but good contact avoidance. Good body control from Magic Toast. Nice give and go. Good to see. Good to see that. Very similar to one of their first points where they were running this quick give and goes, and yeah, it looked quite effective. And this particular point, once again, Looked very nice. Moritz McCullough to Philip Hartmann for that ninth point of Bonnsai. Bonn, of course, is a word play. They are a team from Bonn, a German city. So, yeah, very smart naming, of course, of their squad. There are quite a few very interesting names with uh, with a reference to age, I would say, like handle with care, of course, or I think I've seen a few interesting names. Like Golden Jinx, love this one, in the women's division, who are playing right now. And I think a few more on the open side.
Off the line, off the line, off the line.
Oh, and gold, of course, the gentle old on the mixed division. But regardless, let's get back to this game where Magic Toast are now getting very, very close to booking themselves into the semifinals against another German team, Hardfish, as they are now getting close to the red zone. Looks like a bit of a travel has been called, or I think it was more a foul, actually, an offensive foul on a throw, but looks like it's not going to be contested, and that is a turnover for the Magic Toast. So who knows, maybe a comeback train is being boarded on the Bonnsai side. But first they need to get out of their own end zone, and that does not happen. That is just a throwaway on the first pass. And let's see if Magic Toast will find anything in the end zone. Was that jumped in? It was jumped in. Good spirit by Bonnsai. Good grab by Magic Toast. That was Josh Keim from Tomo Martin Hall, and that will be a game for us. 15 points to Magic Toast, 9 points to Bonnsai. A very, very quick game, I can tell you. That only took about an hour. Exciting game, some great bits, some nice fancy footwork here and there. And that means that Magic Toast will meet another team in the semifinals, this time another German team, Hardfish Masters. We will bring that to you, of course, a little bit later in the day. That will be the first Masters Open semifinal will be at 5 p.m. and the second one is going to be right after that at 6:25 p.m. today. See some highlights. Oh, that was a great bid, of course, from Magic Toast, and then a couple passes later into the end zone for a nice foot track over there. And oh yeah, loved this blade, and I'm still wondering if he's a lefty or a righty. If he's a righty, that was a great offhand throw, of course. Yep, later in the day we're gonna bring you, of course, both Master Open semifinals. Yeah, that was a bit of a dangerous contact. That was uncontested, so great demonstration of spirit. Good body control. And fancy footwork. With that, I think the next game that we are going to see here, with no commentary, unfortunately, it's going to be Zoo against RJP. In the Masters Mixed Division, power pull action, and on the other stream, where looks like the field is now playable, we are going to have LMU against Masterclass in the one of the first games in the Master Woman division. I've been Dmitry Doroshenko. Thank you very much for listening. It's been a pleasure to have you with us. Don't go anywhere. Plenty of Ultimate happening all over the world, actually. I'm sure that many Ultimate fans know what I'm talking about. Thanks for being here, and catch you in the next one.
No, I do. I'm sorry. No, that was really good. I think they talked about it. Yeah. Like, exactly. Yeah. Especially for sometimes how they hear things. So I thought it was really well done. I think they feel good about it.